Shaq and Kenny reacts to Pacers Game 1 win versus the Thunder. This was one of the craziest playoff runs I've witnessed in a long time. I think that's the first time I ever seen a player get voted overrated by other players and then proceeds to shut each and every one of them up. But let's see what the greats got to say about it.
Man, he froze, we're froze, but he froze the defense. He froze the defense.
Facts. Them boys, the Undertaker.
I don't think I've ever seen an NBA game like that.
Yeah, you did.
The Pacers didn't play well at all.
The next series, they came back from a 20-point kind of deficit.
No. This is the finals.
Yeah, the NBA finals.
Yeah.
A team that don't play well and win like this.
Yes, I don't think I've ever seen it.
For anybody who don't understand how crazy it is, the Pacers been on a crazy run in the East, bro. But for this game specifically, to win and not play well is scary. Simply because if you do play well, the series is yours. I personally thought the Thunder was going to come out, clip these boys, but clearly I was wrong. So we're going to see what that's
But contrarily,
scary.
I never thought OKC was playing well. I never thought they were playing well. They had so many.
At one point, I think it was like 92-70. That sounds well to me. But if that's they not well, then it's even worse.
So they forced so many turnovers. And if they, I don't know, you could probably look it up, Chris, the conversion rate on their turnovers to baskets, like points off turnovers.
Just 11. So
18 points. 25 turnovers.
Yeah, that's not really good. Because of my understanding that the Pacers had 19 turnovers in the first half. That's crazy. But if the Thunder only converted 11.
No, but you only have 11. They weren't converting off of those turnovers. So I'm like, neither team is really playing bad. And then you look up, they're like, oh, they're down 11. Then someone hits a 3, oh, they only down 8.
I understand what you're saying.
But they was down 20.
Highly favored.
Facts.
That's
the facts.
And there was a couple times they had double-digit leads.
All right, let's check out the highlight from Game 1 here of the NBA Finals between the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, we're having some technical.
No, you're having some technical difficulties.
They cooking this. Look, that's the reason the Knicks lost, bro. They not talking on defense, bro. And the Thunder is a good defensive team, and Alex Caruso is a great defensive player. So is Lou Dort. But bro, you gotta, because it was some plays on the Knicks where Haliburton was left open. I get that he got voted overrated, bro. But 3 playoff series, he proved he wasn't. When y'all gonna realize that's the man y'all need to be guarding?
Yeah, that ain't our job.
And he always gets them on the break, bro. It's always on the break.
The TV froze on you. It didn't freeze on us.
So here's the deal. Let's turn the TV off on us. All right, let's forget about this highlight and just talk about this game, right?
100%.
Because
I won.
what you pointed at, Kenny, was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I won.
Like it's 38 points, which for most players that's a great game, especially in the NBA Finals. But he was 14 for 30 from the field, and they limited his free throw attempts to, at the end of the game, just 8 of them.
The one thing about greatness, Chris, greatness is allowed to get shots.
How do nobody guard? His shot is ugly, bro. He said. Every time he shoot, bro.
It is very, very difficult to get 20 or more shots off in an NBA game. You have to have a special kid still. But he's at a level that he should be efficient. We had talked about his efficiency. We were saying he has
Lou
to
Dort.
go from 13 to 20.
Bro, Lou Dort's nickname got to be the toughest nickname I ever heard in my life. The Dorture Chamber. The Dorture Chamber, bro.
When he's playing in the game and doing things that way. And
Lay him.
He just knows what it is. Oh my gosh, I wish everybody could see what we see. If you can see what I see.
But Zeke, to that point about Tyrese Haliburton, like a lot of guys, if you're having a night where you're not getting shots off, like they took the ball out of his hands in the fourth quarter to start making that run.
But see, that's smart, bro. Hear me out on a few things. Thing number 1, bro. The Thunder were hooping. what the star to star matchup is that's why the Thunder favorite, bro. It's SGA. They got Chet. They got Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, Hartenstein, Caruso. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's Haliburton, Siakam. I'm not saying the rest of the Pacers is trash, but household names. You know what I'm saying? That's thing number one, bro.
Nembhard hit a big shot.
Thing number two, it was smart for the Pacers to get the ball out of Haliburton's hand because what I tell you, bro, they not picking up on this man on defense. Was it his fast break? Whether it's even in half court, clearly because he hit the game winner, which we don't see, but they took the ball out of his hand, which drew the attention off him. So whoever I think it's Nembhard, he was putting the moves on Shai. It was one play. He said, ming, ming, ming. But anyway, bro, taking the ball out of his hand draws the attention off him because the attention's not on him. Who's the hot hand in the fourth? Whoever the hot hand in the fourth, they like, oh, he probably going to go to him. Nope.
TJ McConnell just to get the turnovers down, but his confidence never wavered, and he hit the game winner.
Well, this is what I said about him at the start of the game.
Come here,
He's the guy
Mac.
that
He's splashing at the torture chamber. Give me that. That boy got put in the torture chamber.
Right? And he has so many ways
Caruso.
to impact and affect the game.
Lay.
That
Oh.
it doesn't
Oh.
necessarily have to be with scoring. And as
Okay.
Siakam said at the end of the game, what you trust about Haliburton is that
Come here.
either he's
Me.
going to get a good shot himself,
SGA is
or he's
tough.
going to create one for someone.
This is the highlight I
And
saw.
He's not a selfish player.
Okay, it wasn't 92 to 70. It was 90 after this dunk. It was 94-79. Despite all that, bro, the momentum on their side in the fourth, 9 minutes. Look how
He plays the game the right way. He lets
Look
the
at
game
him.
come to him, and when it's time for him to make
he turned, bro. That's it. Yeah, I need to ride that wave, but they didn't ride that wave. Clearly, 9:42 in the fourth, 94-79. All right, they up 15 points. Now, this is the best league in the world when it comes to basketball. Best league in the world. But hear me out, bro. 15 points. You're a defensive team as well, and you let them come back. They got sneaky on y'all. This hypeness, don't let it go to your head.
a shot or make a play, he does that.
Yeah, we can look at all the stats and point to. Okay,
Come here.
Thunder really
Mac,
had advantage.
composure. He calm. It's a slight three. Composure.
Across the board, except
Come here.
three-point shooting. The Pacers
Stay on your
made
feet.
6 threes in the fourth
Bank.
quarter,
Hey, put your hands down. To composure. Calm three. Calm
and
three.
by 7 in the three-point shooting.
Easy lay.
OKC is a great team, but they're a greater team when Shai has 19, 20. They're a greater
Facts.
team when J-Dub has 25. Lou Dort played unbelievable. He played great basketball. Shai, I would have to
Now, did y'all see that? Oh, did y'all see? He was like, mink, 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 mink. That was nasty. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta run that back.
Dort played unbelievable.
Mink, mink,
He
mink,
played
mink.
great basketball.
Come here. Come here.
I would have to disagree
Oh
with
my goodness. And he was hitting him. But look at the score, bro. Look at the score.
his efficiency.
Now it's one of he's cold blooded, bro. You bold to do that and then take that shot. Like, you ain't the star on the team, so that means you're not untouchable. Like, if they want to trade you, they can. And you do that in an NBA Finals game to put y'all down 3? Hey. Hing.
See, he gave me 30. They had more than multiple chances to win this game. Again, like in the finals, when you get up to a double-digit lead and the other team is turning the ball over,
Tough, bro.
you have to win this game.
Come here. He did it again. Oh, he missed. Never mind.
I said if you could slow
But
the game down,
Siakam, he there for that cleanup.
you have a chance because Shai getting his 30.
They down one, Chad.
People that have been averaging
Down
30
one.
last 2 years, you're not going to stop him going to show him number. When he gets 30,
He off.
get 25,
And now they secured the board. Now some calms. 8 seconds, though. You can't take off too much time. Watch it. Watch what they're not focused. Look where Haliburton is. Haliburton is right here, bro. Haliburton is right here. There's there's 2 defenders looking at him. 2 defenders. How many you gonna pick up?
Or gets 15 and Shai gets 19. No.
0. Why? They let him get the ball. Don't let him get the ball. He been hitting game winners all playoffs, bro. don't let him touch the ball. Y'all let him touch the ball, and that's what the problem was. It should be deny, especially in this situation. Because you didn't deny. He said, "Has he? Come here, pull up, cash." Does that happen? No? Why? Because he done it already. He gonna live with his decisions, but ain't nobody else been doing that. So they might not have went in because of the pressure they got on them. But you let them.
And Indiana was going to take one of them away.
As a coaching staff, as a player, you tell everybody get the man that's been hitting game winners all series, all playoffs. The first thing I'm thinking, if we miss the shot, somebody find Tyrese.
Who they take away? They took away Chet. Chet only gets 6 points tonight. Doesn't get in double figures. Indiana gets 6 players in double figures.
And it wasn't terrible defense. I'm not saying he wasn't doing his thing, but.
And J-Dub didn't get going too late.
Yeah.
He didn't get going too late.
So, I mean, even though with all the turnovers that Indiana had,
19 and a half. 19 and 1 half.
In case you didn't know,
Back up.
New generation that's what
they were shutting OKC down. OKC was having a tough time.
Look at this. Look at the consistency. Ain't nobody dropped dumb numbers, but everybody dropped some numbers. Quote me on that. 19, 17. Obi Toppin, okay? 17. Miles Turner, 15. Nimbenhart, 14. Haliburton, 14. You know, type stuff. Then look, SGA, 38. Then the separation between his scoring and the next person is pretty big. Jalen Williams, 17. The Dortcher Chamber, 15. And Caruso, 11. Hartenstein, 9. So, you know what I'm saying? It's...
And breaking away.
All right, let's hear from the Thunder head coach, Mark Dagnall, at Columbus.
Dang, Nimbenhart, 4 for 11? That's even crazy. He's 4 for 11 taking shots like that.
Mark, I imagine you spent a lot of this week reviewing some of the Pacers' comebacks, just the nature in which those late game situations happen.
Clearly not.
What maybe felt like a common denominator tonight, where you sort of sense things went off the rails?
The common denominator is them. You know, that's a really good team. Credit them, you know, for not only tonight but their run. They've had so many games like that that have seemed improbable, and they just play with a great spirit. They keep coming, they keep playing. They made plays, they made shots, so they deserve to win by a point. We got to learn from it. There's a lot of things we can clean up, but credit them. They went that game.
Again, in front row, Joe Masada, the Oklahoma experience.
Yeah, we just got to focus on being better. The series isn't first to 1, it's first to 4. So we have 4 more games to get. They have 3, and that's just where we are. We got to understand that, and we got to get to 4 before they get to 3 if we want to win any championship. And it's that simple. It's not rocket science. We lost game 1. We have to be better.
Nick on the right.
Shai, in being better, what do you feel are some controllables, particularly on the offensive end of the floor, just given the number of looks you guys got in the paint, downhill? It seemed like you guys were getting
Execution. Execute. Share the ball. It's a team sport. I ain't mad at Shai 38. But you pair that 38 with like 10 assists, it's a different game. You know what I'm saying?
downhill a lot.
Converting.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not too sure. It's hard to like have that answer 20 minutes after the game.
Valid.
Yeah,
He going through, you know what I'm saying, his feelings and stuff. I get that.
You know, definitely areas to get better.
Let them process.
And so the next 2 days we'll try to get better and come out here and be a better team for game 2.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny here on the left.
Shai, Jenny Carlson with the Oklahoma. You guys have, when you've had games that have slipped through your fingers in these playoffs, you've found a way to come back and make good on that. But in the finals, with the pressure being what it is, how can you guys make sure that you do that again, or is this kind of an unknown because you guys as a group haven't been to this point yet?
Yeah, I think as much as we can, we just got to treat it like every other game. Every other situation we've been in. Yes, yeah.
Now, it was a lot of controversy with this comment because people was like, no, this is the NBA Finals. You can't treat it like that. You don't ever know if you're going to be back here. But I get what he's doing, bro. He's trying to stay composed. If he let it get to his head, it could affect his mental. And that's what people are not realizing. Some people approach things differently, and it works for them. I remember when we used to hoop, I had a teammate. one of my best friends. You know, he's not the type of player you can yell at to get fired up. He gets fired up on his own. But then you got some players who get fired up when you do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? They get worked up off that. So, you know, everybody got a different approach to the game.
I've been in this situation, but it doesn't mean our character has to change or what we did last time. It's still basketball. It's still a game of basketball that we grew up playing. The rules don't change because we're in the finals. So it's like we've been in this situation before.
No, you have not.
We handled it well. We were better for game.
You've never been in this situation in the finals, but I get it. Continue.
Too, and that's the goal.
Tim, on your right. Shaq, you disagree with what the
you go.
MVP league just said.
Let's see what Shaq say.
I don't want to make it look like I disagree. It's just we all have different mentalities. You know, it's not just another game.
Yeah.
It's not just another game. I understand it's your first time here, but if it ends up like the promo started our show today, you don't win, it may be another chance you don't get back. I was fortunate enough to go back 6 times. You win back, of course, you win back, but this is not another game. I didn't realize that they shot 40% from the field and 36% from 3, but I was sitting there. They had double-digit leads. The fans are going crazy. The crowd's going crazy. When that happens, in that moment at home, you have to put them away. This is not another game. This is the NBA Finals. This is a championship run. Got to be more efficient. You got to have that killer. And when you get a team down, you got to put a foot on that throat.
Bro, the Indiana Pacers are in the NBA Finals. When did you think you was going to ever hear? I thought after the Paul George thing, they were cooked, but clearly.
When we talked about the versatility, you asked honestly about the versatility of the bench or the guys, the subsidiary characters, or as Shaq said, the others. And if you really look at what Obi Toppin did, what McNamara did on the defensive end, Thomas Bryant came in and gave him solid minutes. Nemhard, McConnell, Neesmith, they all played up to their ability when they didn't turn the basketball over. Contrarily, I would say OKC had opportunities that they didn't take advantage of. So meaning they didn't turn the basketball over, but those guys didn't play up. They have a great bench, but they didn't play up to their ability today. And
hear me out though, bro. Indiana's not turning the ball over like that again. I ain't gonna say ever again, but the next game they not. So the problem lies for the Thunder is you had the chances and didn't capitalize. You're not getting that chance again. They're gonna go work. Trust me, they're gonna go work on it. These are professionals. They're not gonna go and turn over 19 times again, and then y'all be like, hopefully we capitalize this time. No, y'all should have took advantage when y'all could.
I thought that was the difference. They kept them in the
Telling
game
you, bro.
and allowed Haliburton to be a star.
Here's the concern that if you're OKC that you have, right? Tonight at home, they shoot 39% from the field, 36 from the foul line. From the three-point line. They get out rebounded at 56 to 39 at home. We all agree that Indiana didn't play a great game. They turned the ball over, but they found a way to win. But what concerns me for OKC right now is, can you find a way to score, and can you rebound the basketball? Because right now, these are the two areas, to me, that are popping up. And if Indiana don't turn the ball over, game 2.
Chat, is that Juicy in the back? Right? His little peach ring head.
And you can't figure out how to score or rebound. Don't be surprised if Indiana comes back and win game 2 also.
And one thing we know from watching these playoffs is when you need a bucket late, Tyrese Haliburton has been answering that call.
Facts. Man, this is going to be an interesting series, man. I'm trying to stay up to date on everything and get these videos pushed out as quick as possible, man. But, yeah, we're going to be dissecting this whole NBA Finals run, and we're going to be trying to figure out, who going to come out on top. And I'm going to be reacting to some other stuff, too, y'all. Some podcasts and things like that. But I appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see y'all on the next one.